but sometimes not. So I apologize. It didn't last. It's liking me more this month than last month.
Yeah.
Let's say it that way. I feel like I gotta use your 30 minutes early just to get this set up. I'm so sorry for the delay.
It always sounds great to go to a new system, so you go to it and it doesn't work very well.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Ready to rock and roll?
We are.
All right, let's stand.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans out there. Let's begin with, today is, what day is today? November the 11th, 2025. Let's begin our meeting. Roll call, Robin McDaniel here. Michael Pratt.
Present.
Jason Scott. Chuck Smith.
Here.
Rachel Tuttle. All right.
We do have a quorum.
All right, let's look over, however, you will not be able to make a motion for the approval or disapproval of the claims and appropriation because I was not here last month. So, but let's look at those real quick and just. We can do claims and appropriations, yes, we cannot do the minutes, yes, sorry, you're correct. Just getting ahead of myself there. It's been that kind of a day. So on the venue, Ashley, we just have the deposit down on the venue, right? In this,
Yeah,
in this
we
one.
will have to pay that again.
Is it about the same cost? Is that just,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we just have to pay 15% upfront.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And you'll see another cost on there. It was for when the tree got damaged last year, they've had it to fix, they had to send out to get fixed, so that's what the other one was for.
Tell us a little bit about that Gaga pit.
We ordered, we visited other locations in their Gaga Ball pit, so we ordered the kit, like, I believe you guys ordered the kit, and Bell Intermediate ordered the kit, and we'll have to get the lumber with it still, but we do have the kit, but that will probably at this time be a springtime job. Now it's getting cold and we have to finish with the Christmas lights.
That is going to be used a lot.
Yes.
We could talk about the dog park a little bit, and maybe we get to your
Okay.
report. On the maintenance contract for the venue, is that ongoing, like, we have more for this?
Yeah, they weed it every couple of weeks. As far as flowers go, I don't feel like they put anything particular in for winter last year. But yeah, we'll probably have another invoice or two from them to finish out this year.
Any other questions for Ashley for the claims and appropriations?
Nope.
May I have a motion, please?
I make a motion to approve October 2025 claims and appropriation.
Chuck makes a motion.
I'll second.
Michael seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, again, on the minutes, if you guys want to look those over, that's fine, but we cannot do, we'll have to hold off on the approval of that. Under personnel matters, no hirings yet, no resignations.
That's correct.
There's no old business currently. And so we're ready for Ashley's reports, superintendent's and grounds reports.
Yes. So we've, of course, been working hard since we met last, which, it's been a shorter time since we had a late October meeting. However, most of what we've been working on is Christmas lights. I don't know if any of you have been through the park recently, but they are going up. We kind of had a mess from last year when we got into the Christmas shed. A lot of things just not put away properly. A lot of tangled lights, a lot of broken lights. So good news today, the guys are getting some of the broken displays fixed that have probably been broken for a couple 2 to 3 years. There's been some since my time there that I have not seen out. So they're working on that. So hopefully we can add some older displays out, or get those fixed and get them back out this year. We did order about 8 new displays. They're smaller displays. We worked with Patrick Maxwell on that because he has a distributor that he gets his stuff from. So he's been very helpful with helping us get some supplies that we need. So hopefully we'll have new displays to add and old displays to put back out this year. We're also lighting up more areas of the park that we have not done in the past. I want to do this for a couple of years, and the guys told me that we can make it happen this year, but when you're looking in the pool area, the white umbrellas that we have out, I've really been wanting to wrap those in green and make those all look like trees, so that's a new thing we're gonna do this year. To add that, I don't know if you saw Spirit of Life is decorating outside of the pool house with the nativity scene. If you guys come by, they have their stuff up. It looks very nice. Have you been by?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm excited to announce that we have all the shelter houses decorated by businesses.
Yes.
So Shelter 2, Nick Sears and Lacey with Bouncers R Us is decorating that. The YMCA is doing Shelter 3. Shields is doing Shelter 4. The Candy Kitchen is doing the bathrooms behind the family pavilion. Advantage Manufacturing is doing Shelter 6, the gazebo, and the shop. And then Patrick Maxwell is doing the little gazebo by the playground. He actually puts the lights out for some of the other businesses. Get with him and he puts the lights out for them, but they are sponsors of those. So I think it's going to be a really good and exciting year with lights.
I think it's gonna be great. It's really, really cool to have all of those businesses do this. So.
Yeah, and then with them doing that, it allows us to use what we do have to put in other places to maybe hopefully make it look fuller.
Yeah.
So that's what we're working on right now. We also, the guys winterized the bathrooms last week. We hosted our Halloween Fest. It's always a good turnout, maybe the biggest we've had since we've started it. We ran out of candy once, we had to go buy some more in the middle of the evening. So there was definitely a lot of kiddos there. I've spent a lot of the 3 weeks since I've seen you guys last working on getting sponsorships for those shelter houses. We have something else in the works. I don't 99% positive this is happening, but I want to speak names yet just in case it doesn't. I think we have a generous donator who's donating real Christmas trees to us. And we're gonna put those, I like to call it the island of the park, you know, when you're driving up by 6 and 5 and 3. We're gonna fill that with real Christmas trees and have businesses decorate those Christmas trees for us. So that's exciting. We're looking forward to doing that. However, we won't get those delivered since they're real trees until the week of Thanksgiving, so that will be a last minute thing we have to work on. And then we have a ton of winter events coming up that we encourage everybody to come to. I actually put a flyer in your guys' folders for you to look at. The first thing we have, of course, is the lighting of the park, which is November 29th from 6:30 to 8:30. We have added a handful of craft vendors this year for that event, and we'll have a food truck on site, so make sure to come out and watch us light up the park and, you know, get some good handmade Christmas gifts from those vendors. Our next event will be December 12th from 6 to 7, and that's Cookies with Santa. That's always a really great event, and we have a good turnout for that. That same weekend, on December 14th, that Sunday, we have a breakfast with Santa, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tickets must be purchased for that, so you do need to get online and do that because spots are filling up. And then that afternoon, we have our Santa Paws event where you can bring your furry friend out and take a photo with Santa. That is a free event if you'd like to bring donations that we can take to the Humane Society, and that does not have to be money. It can, you know, dog food, blankets, toys, cat food, just anything. We'll make sure the Humane Society gets that. Also, our last pickleball tournament went so well. We're going to have another one per request of some of our pickleball players. So that's going to be Saturday, December 13th, and it's called Santa's Pickleball Spectacular. You can get your tickets for that online now as well, and we are also selling, you have a pick between like a t-shirt, a long sleeve shirt, and a sweatshirt. You can purchase extra for that too. Due to the weather, if we have to cancel the event, we will give refunds for the pickleball tournament, but if you buy a shirt, you'll still receive your shirt, so there will be no refunds for shirts for that. We also had our our dog park grand reopening, and that went really well. The dog park is looking nice. If you haven't been out, I encourage everyone to check it out. We used the agility course that was out there, but we replaced all the wood because it was bad. We repainted the metal, so it's like all the metal is black, and then the wood pieces are green, and we have 2 new benches, they're green and black. And then we have 2 fire hydrants that dogs can use for peeing post that we painted as well, and we have a couple new trash can areas for your dog waste. So and I don't know if I mentioned, we like remulched the whole thing. We added gravel in some of the spots where it gets muddy, so if you haven't been able to check it out, just come and check it out. It looks very nice. And we couldn't have done that without Duke Energy gave us a grant, so that helps make that possible, and it's going to help us with some upcoming spring projects as well. And that is what we have been working on. I think the events, that pretty much takes us to the rest of the year.
And shelter house rental report?
Yes, that's in your folder. We're winding down, of course, for the year. The Family Pavilion is booked every Saturday and Sunday for the remainder of the year. If anyone's hoping to get a facility, it will have to be Shelter One, and it will have to be, of course, Monday through Friday. We do still have some Fridays available. But everything else is closed down now until May 1st. So it is just the Family Pavilion you can rent. And we are not taking reservations for 2026 until the 1st of January. We have a new website coming, so that's what we'll do our online reservations with at that time.
Will you open the entire year at that time?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Questions for Ashley?
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. That's so,
A lot
So
of work,
good.
a lot of things.
A lot
Thank
of
you.
work, yes.
a lot of work going on up there. All right, doesn't look like we have any new business, nor do we have anyone for public comments, but if we did, we would ask that it be kept at 2 minutes per the agenda, on the items that are on the agenda. So at this moment, we can adjourn. I ask for adjournment. Can I make a motion?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Michael makes the first, Chuck
Aye.
second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting's adjourned. Next meeting, December the 9th, here at City Hall. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Michael, were you also timestamping?
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I think we ended up with something wonky going here. Like, were you hand putting in the categories? No? Okay. I don't know why I did this then. Because I've got duplicates.
I saw
The agenda is like the agenda followed by just categories.